What's up, YouTube fam? I am back. Hello. Before I get into this video, I just want to say thank you for tuning back into my channel. I really appreciate the support that I get from you guys. I don't think you guys understand how much all the support that I get from you all means to me and how much it actually motivates me to keep pushing through this journey and through this process. I'm really bad at putting just like my emotions into words, so I don't know what else to say besides thank you so much. But honestly, it really does go far beyond that because I am so grateful for all the support and just all the positive comments that I get from you guys. So thank you so much, and don't ever be afraid to leave constructive criticism in the comment area if there's anything that you feel like I need to fix in my videos or anything like that. So don't ever hesitate to do that. But now into the video. I am just getting home, took a shower, obviously looking a little bit more presentable. I had to do some cardio. Last time I talked to you guys, my cardio got cut down from 1,500 calories to 750, and then I decided to do like a random check-in yesterday with my coach because my show is on a Saturday and I usually check in on Monday. So I was like, this is technically what I'll be looking like if we do the refeed on Tuesday and then I have my show on Saturday. And he decided to increase my cardio back up to 1,000 calories, so we still dropped down 500 calories, but I had to go back today to finish off my cardio, so I did 250 today to complete those 1,000 calories. I'm feeling pretty tired today. I don't know if the weather has something to do with it. It's disgusting out. It's so like chilly and cold. As you can tell, I'm wearing a big ol' sweater because this is just my Sunday mood today. So definitely feeling a little bit tired today. Stomach is feeling a little bit achy. I feel like something hasn't been sitting my digestion very well, and I still haven't cut out golden forms and all that stuff because I love it. It adds a lot of flavor to my food, especially like my pancakes and stuff like that. So I haven't cut it out quite yet. I probably should do that soon. Smoothie bowls are officially out of the diet. The xanthan gum does cause my stomach cramping and achiness. The Walden Farms, it's some syrups make me achy, some don't. Protein powder has been fine. Everything else that I eat has been fine. So I'm not too sure what really is causing this indigestion. But before I get into this topic, I'm just going to say, guys, you might want to tune out. Probably don't really care much for what I'm about to say, so you can go ahead and skip over this part. Something that I wanted to talk about was my menstrual cycle, because I feel like it's something that a lot of competitors don't talk about. And when I do get into this topic with other people, they're like, really? Oh my god, I get that issue too. So I just want to make sure that you girls out there who are competitors, who are in a caloric deficit and at a very lean state, know that it's something that it's not, I wouldn't say it's normal, but it's expected. I do lose my period when I am prepping. I haven't had it since February, I think. It just comes to a point, and I wasn't even that lean then. But for me, I don't have to be that lean to lose my period. Some women can get shredded and still have their period all the way through to their show. For me, I lose it like as soon as I hit a certain body fat level. When I say it's not normal, obviously you want to have your period. It's a sign that your body is healthy and it's functioning properly, that your hormones are in balance. But for me, I know it's something that I can expect. I know it's something that happens. I still PMS though, so I still go through my normal symptoms of cramping. I get indigestion, moodiness, I get cravings, which is something else that I wanted to talk about. Like I was saying, I feel really bloated right now and like I'm holding some water. It comes from the fact that my body is going through that PMS state. It's really hard for me to tell though because I don't actually get my period. So I'm like, I don't know if it's just like indigestion or actually the time of the month. But from just how I'm feeling, know that it is kind of like my time of the month, but not really, I guess. How I deal with bloating and all of that, I basically just remind myself that it's normal and that it's something that happens with the body. There's a lot of girls who experience PMSing on show day, and there honestly is just nothing you can do about it besides, you know, drink your water, try to avoid foods that already cause you indigestion because you don't want to make the bloating worse, avoiding things like fizzy drinks, chewing gum, artificial sweeteners if they cause bloating, all kinds of stuff that you feel like causes bloating is basically what you want to avoid if you don't want to make the bloating worse. And just making sure you're staying hydrated is probably the best way to keep the bloating down. And then when it comes to cravings during that time of the month, Honestly, I get just as many cravings as you do, and I feel like I'm always like 2 times as hungry when it comes to that time. So what I basically do is I listen to my cravings. I'll have a little bit of whatever I am craving to satisfy that craving, because if you really are craving something, you're not going to need loads of it to satisfy the craving. And if you're not having loads of it, then it's probably possible for you to fit it into your macros, and that way you can still stay on track while satisfying that craving. And honestly, that's basically the best way to curb a craving, is just to have a little bit of it, and that's just gonna satisfy that voice in your brain that's saying, I need to eat this right now. And then to help with the hunger part, it's basically all about making sure you're eating volume foods. You guys know how the rule goes. It's all about the food choices you're making and making sure that you are spreading things out throughout the day. Basically pre-planning. If you know you're going to be feeling this way and you know you're going to be very hungry, then making sure you log everything before you start your day. That way you know what you're going to be eating, you know what your limit is, and that way you can still stay on track, satisfy that hunger, satisfy those cravings, and still be within your goals. So thanks again for tuning in, and let's have an awesome day. Something I've been wanting to try for a while is this Power Crunch chocolate bar thing that I thought the macros for the entire thing were 7 fat, 8 carb, and 5 protein. Turns out it's for half the bar. Apparently half a bar is 1 serving. These marketing people strike again with their half serving tricks. This is easily one of the best oatmeals I have ever made in my life, because the Power Crunch bar adds crunchiness because there's like crunchy things in the chocolate bar. So I only added 15 grams of the Power Crunch bar. So worth it if you can get your hands on it. Add it to your oatmeal because takes it to a whole new level. Alright guys, so remember how I said earlier that I wasn't feeling 100%? I decided to get some steps in, and I'm gonna go work somewhere else, just change the scenery, because when you work from home it can get pretty repetitive and boring. So I'm not going to Starbucks for once. I'm gonna go to Second Cup. Me and Randy Kennedy met up last week and we had a little work date. We actually talked the whole time, didn't really get much work done, but it's actually really nice in there, and I haven't been to Starbucks in like almost 3 weeks now, and to be honest, I don't miss it at all. It's been nicer to cut down on my caffeine intake. I've been only having my alphamine, and that's it. My bank card is a lot happier. So I'm gonna go to Second Cup, sit there for a bit, get some work done, and see if I feel a little bit better. When you're feeling a certain kind of way, you're not feeling motivated, you don't feel happy, just in a funk like I am right now, you have to find ways to get away from those kind of feelings. It's not going to go away on its own, and people just expect it to, and that's why they usually end up feeling that way for a long time. So if you just find ways that you know will help you feel better, like, I don't know, maybe shopping or going for a walk or just meeting up with friends, you have to find ways to feel better. It's not going to happen on its own. You have to make an effort, a solid effort. So here I am, making a solid effort to feel better, changing sceneries, going to Second Cup, getting my steps in, getting some fresh air. It's all about you, your mindset, and making that conscious effort to do things that are going to make you feel better. Alright guys, so I'm all settled in. I do plan on being here for a while, so I did bring 1 meal. So you guys know I'm trying not to macro hoard as much anymore, so I'm gonna be here for a bit, get some work done, and I will most likely check in with you guys later because we do have some grocery shopping to do. So I'll probably head over to Walmart and Sobeys in a little bit here and get more stuff in, so I'll check in with you guys later. I've been here for a couple hours and I'm finally taking a break to eat. I'm having some guacamole, chicken, yams, ketchup, salsa, and shredded lettuce. I've been home for a little bit now. It's 7:12. I did go to the grocery store. I got a few things, nothing too important that you guys need to see that you haven't seen on my vlogs before. Come here if you want, it's fine. They'll just think it's Rebecca. But I do feel like I owe you guys a recipe for this video, and that is how I'm gonna wrap up this video. So this is something that I tried yesterday, so I'm not just winging it. Kind of still winging it because it's just a whole bunch of random stuff that I threw together that tasted freaking amazing, and it gives you a lot of volume. It's super filling. So I'm gonna share this recipe with you guys. Alright, so now that I'm not cooking in a freaking wool sweater, I can go ahead and show you guys the recipe. Alright, so all you're gonna need is some seasonings. You can use whatever you want. This is what I'm using in the soup. And then you got some frozen vegetables, some chicken broth, some new pasta. This is gonna be the key ingredient for this recipe. And then we got some chicken. Can you guys guess what I'm gonna make? Alright you guys, before I go ahead and talk you through the recipe, I just want to encourage you guys to give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying it so far. And now onto the recipe. Feel free to change the amounts that I used in the recipe. I did it this way because it was fitted to my macros. But the first thing you're going to want to do is put the chicken broth in a saucepan and cook it on medium heat. And then I added the frozen vegetables to a frying pan with some water just to steam them because I find that it's faster than boiling them. Then I added this house salad mix, added some salt, some herbamare to taste, and then I drained and rinsed off the noodles because they do require you to do that. And then after that I added that to the chicken broth. I shredded up 2 ounces of chicken and added that to the noodles. Since my chicken was already pre-cooked, you don't want to leave it in there for too long because it'll get really dry. So make sure you add it when the soup is pretty much ready, and then after that you're basically just going to want to add the vegetables, and that is basically it.
That looks like a lot.
It is.
That looks like a really nice serving.
Dude, I'm telling you, this shit is going to change lives. Like, that's literally like 150 calories. And it's so yummy.
Would you put it in?
You'll have to watch.
Yeah.
Alright you guys, so it's getting pretty late and I don't want to do any more rambling, so I'm going to close off the video right here. But if you guys tried the recipe, please let me know down below. I want to know if it's just my taste buds because I'm dieting or if the stuff actually does taste good. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you enjoy my content, then make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. And if you have any questions for me, anything to tell me, make sure you leave it down below. See you guys next video.